This video is part of an ongoing series exploring unique MaxForLive devices and some creative ways you can use them in your music making. If you're not sure what MaxForLive is, check out my video, What is MaxForLive and why aren't you using it yet? I'll link to that in the description. This is GrainFreeze. It's a free MaxForLive device based on granular synthesis that lets you easily turn any sound into a lush, shimmery soundscape. GrainFreeze is pretty easy to use. Hit the ready button and GrainFreeze grabs the last few seconds of audio. Use the position control to scan through the length of the frozen audio. You'll begin to hear short grains of the sampled audio looping around. Use the grain control to adjust the length or grain size of these grains. The spray control sets a random start position for each new grain triggered, which has the effect of smearing the looping grain. Voices increases how many simultaneous grains are being played, which adds more depth to the sound. From here, we can explore different settings. We can unfreeze the audio and grab something different. GrainFreeze tends to work best with harmonic sounds, but essentially anything can become a grainy, rich texture. From here, one way to make use of our new texture is to resample it to a new track. I've already created an audio track and set its input to the GrainFreeze track. I'll record into a new clip and perhaps even adjust some parameters while I record. I could simply use this clip as a texture or ambience loop, but I could also add this new clip to a simpler or sampler and play it like an instrument. GrainFreeze can also be used as a live effect. By combining it with the MaxForLive LFO, we can automate when the freeze is triggered. A square wave shape for the LFO works best for toggling a switch on and off. The fade control adjusts the fade in and out time for the effect once the freeze is triggered, so we can smoothly bring the effect in and out. We can, of course, map an LFO to other controls as well. The grain position works quite well. You can mute the input signal so that you only hear the signal coming from the effect. Which makes GrainFreeze quite useful as a send-return effect as well. At its heart, GrainFreeze is a relatively simple device, but its potential for creating lush soundscapes, ambiences, and textures is fairly limitless. Use it to add depth and space to just about any style of music. GrainFreeze is available to download for free from maxforlive.com. I'll include a link in the description.